Hi everyone, we're getting started in just 1 minute. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. And just a few words before we begin. Today marks the start of something exciting, our very first Live Up feature webinar. This is something that we're kicking off with a new tradition of meeting every few months to explore new features and answer your questions. Hopefully, this will help you to get a lot more out of Live Up. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tomer. I lead the customer success team in LiveHub. And together with me today is Elan Avner, which I'll introduce in just a second. Is our awesome product director. He will be leading this webinar. We'll be going through our feature highlights, of course, live Q&A, and as promised, there will be a $30 credit code at the end of the webinar if you stay till the end of it. One more thing, this session is going to be recorded, so for those of you who need it to share it with the team, we'll be sending it a few days after the webinar. With this, I would like to introduce Elan Avner, our product director. Elan is going to be leading the session and going through the features. Feel free to send questions over the chat. We'll be trying to answer them throughout and after. Elan, take it away.
Okay, thank you very much, Tomer. This is the first webinar. We're going to speak a little bit about features, functionalities of LiveHub, and we'll be more than happy also to receive any questions. We can cover them now, we can cover them later, but this is for you to better understand what LiveHub is and what are the functionalities. So let's start with the agenda first. Since there are multiple people here. Some of them know more, some of them know less. I will start with LiveHub overview. And just to tell everyone what LiveHub is, even ones that know LiveHub, I'm not sure who knows all the features of LiveHub. So I'll start with setting aligning everyone on what LiveHub is. Then we'll speak. I will do a demo of configuring a bot and do everything, including introducing new features that we added in the new version that was introduced last month. I will touch a little bit about what we can offer to partners on LiveHub, and then the roadmap, and we'll also have time for a Q&A. So let's start with what LiveHub is. Main idea of LiveHub is to enable businesses to build voice conversational AI use cases. And you can see here list of conversational AI use cases. I will deep dive to each one of them in a minute. So you can develop all these ones, and to develop, you need to connect them also to your voice channels. So LiveHub can connect you to any voice channel, so from SIP trunks to phone numbers, and we'll speak about contact centers and UC platforms, and we'll speak about that as well. So you can connect any of the applications you see here to any voice channel you have. And another very important aspect of LiveHub that we want to give you as a bot developer or as voice AI implementers, the way to choose your providers for any of the technologies, and it should be the best that you can build the best voice bot with any provider you want to choose. And this is built, of course, with APIs to voice conversational AI implementers. Let's speak a little bit about the various use cases supported by LiveHub and the ones related to voice conversational AI. And the first one are virtual agents. These are voice bots. I'm not sure there is a lot to, everyone is speaking about voice bots. Conversational IVRs are just replacing legacy DTMF IVRs with hierarchical menus. You can do that with LLMs very easily. It's a type of a voice bot with a very special role. Live agent assist, this is more for a use case for calls between humans to live agents. And then you can add to this call a bot that assists the human agent to solve queries faster and more accurate. This can be with suggesting which questions to ask, suggesting answers, displaying data on the agent screen, or maybe doing call summarization when the call ends, and sentiment analysis. It can go to various directions. And the last ones that we offer on Live Hub are real-time translations. And I will show you a demo of that in case we'll have time. Okay, a little bit more deep dive to Live Hub. So we spoke about all the voice AI services. Okay, now to develop these services, we have a voice AI framework. The main thing of the voice AI framework are the voice AI is the voice AI connectors. Okay, so we give you a way to work with third-party conversational AIs, and we will see the list that you can choose from. So you can develop your bots with third parties, or maybe with your platform if you have your own. You can also connect to LLMs and also text to speech and speech to text. And if you want, we also introduced a new AI agent platform that you can use to build your bots, and we'll speak about that as well. And this is what we're very proud of, is all the connectivity fabric that we have on Live Hub, that you can connect all the things you see here to each other and also to all the applications that you see here. We do have, by the way, customers that use Live Hub only to connect SIP trunks to their contact centers, or maybe Teams to their SIP trunks, or maybe use WebRTC click to call, that's web calling, or maybe WhatsApp calling that is coming in the roadmap in very soon. So this is one thing that you can do on Lava, but the main thing after you do the connectivity is to add all these voice AI services. Now, if you're building a voice conversational AI use case, one of the ones I mentioned, you can choose to work with the third parties that I mentioned before. So you can see here a list. It's not an exhaustive list. We have tens of conversational AI platforms we integrated with, so you can choose to work with a third party. In case you developed your own platform, and we have multiple partners that did that on Live Hub, they can connect using public APIs to their platform. And this is the new thing that we just added. You can choose, you can also develop your bots using Live Hub AI agent platform. You can choose your providers for text-to-speech and speech-to-text. You can see here a list of providers that we already integrated with, and we plan also to add more along this year.
And I'll just
And
add, everyone, that if you want to use the AI agent live platform, please text me over this chat, or you can send us from Live Hub a message, because we have to enable it for you as it's still in beta. Go ahead, Elan.
okay, and then you also have ultimate control. You're as a bot developer, you need to control the telephony if you want to do transfers to human agent, if you want to play files, if you want to change the language, or whatever you want to do, bargains or anything. You have APIs on each of the platforms, that simple API that you can control the voice and telephony channel and build the most advanced voice bots with very simple APIs that abstract all the telephony and the voice channels. Okay, so about Live Hub AI agents. So this is new. Currently, if you need access to that, as Tomer just told you before, you need to ask us. So you can contact us in the intercom channel, and we will give you access to that. Now, with this, you can build a voice bot based on LLMs. You can leverage third-party LLMs for natural like conversations. You can also integrate external APIs using tools. And also you can upload documents. And I will show you that. We'll see an example for that. You can also orchestrate multiple complex tasks with multiple sub-agents. So one agent that orchestrates all the traffic between multiple sub-agents, and we'll see that also today. This is the connectivity layer of Live Hub. Okay, so this is a very powerful connectivity that you can see here. What you can see here can be connected to anything. The only thing that is on the roadmap that you see here is the WhatsApp calling. By the way, this is if you have your business and you have a WhatsApp number, a business WhatsApp number, and you can chat with the number. With this, you will also be able to call your business, either connect it, and you can see here that we will be able to connect this either to your voice bot or to your contact centers or to Teams. So whatever you choose, this is the flexibility that you have on Live Hub. Not only that you can connect all this to Live Hub, you can also build your flows. So you can decide that whenever a call comes from a SIP trunk, it goes first to your voice bot, and then when it's escalated to human agent, it goes to a contact center. Or maybe if you dial a specific number, it goes to Teams. For the other numbers, it go to Genesis Cloud or whatever you want. This is what we're doing for the last 30 years. This is our expertise, and we now expose that on a SaaS platform. A new thing that we added on Live Hub are statistics. This was asked by multiple customers to be able to see the traffic that they do and also monitor the traffic. So you can see what you can see here are multiple. First, on Live Hub, even before you can do call recording, call transcription. What we added are the call statistics and trends. Another thing we added, by the way, are also alarms, and I will show you that as well. These are new things that we added about 1 month ago. You can also see SIP ladder and detailed call records and call history. This is the real-time translations. Another thing that we added about 1 year ago to Live Hub, and I will show you that as well. And let's now go to my account on Live Hub, and I want to walk you through some things. First, this is something new. This is this is the new homepage of Live Hub. This is the dashboard that we have. On this dashboard, you can see your various configurations. So we can see that I have 6 SIP connections and 8 bot connections and other things that I've configured here. You can see that I have the list of alarms. By the way, you can see that I have an alarm here. If I open the alarm, I see that I have an issue with my Twilio SIP connection. I go back here, and I can also see statistics about my calls. Okay, so this is a high-level statistics, and we'll be able to deep dive in a minute to see various things about my calls. But you can see here the average call duration and the maximum concurrent. You can change it, by the way. By default, this is 1 hour. You can also look at this 24 hours. You can see how many calls I've made, and so for what are the maximum concurrent calls, and so forth. How many calls succeeded? What was the voice quality? And by the way, if you go to the statistics, you will be able to see more things. So we have here statistics. And here you can see much more details. You can choose how much time you want to look at, what are the dates. You can customize that, or maybe do 1 week or 1 month. And then you can see the call success rate and the concurrent calls. And this is very important for anyone who wants to know what's going on with these calls. That's something that is very important to be able to monitor the system and also set alarms. So I will not go over the alarms, but you can see the alarms here. And by the way, here on the thresholds, you can also set thresholds that whenever you cross a limit of any of the things you see here, you will get an alarm. Maximum concurrent calls. Some of your calls, let's say the average call duration is less than a specific threshold, average success rate, or whatever. So this is about the new things that we added related to the statistics and the alarms and so forth. What I want to do now, I'm going to show you a process of building a bot, testing my bot, calling my bot, adding a phone number and calling my bot. Then I will add to that maybe summarizations, call summarization. And if we'll have time, we'll also do real-time translations. I will show you all this process. I hope it will not take too long. Usually on Live Hub, it should not take that long. So let's start with building this process. Now, as I told you before, you can develop your bots with any of the third parties or with your platform. For this demo, I will build my bot with the AI agents that we introduced on Live Hub, and this is what you see here. So I will start with the agents. This is the main thing. The bot that I want to build is a bot that answers a Q&A bot for Live Hub. And the first thing I need to do is to upload the document to enrich the knowledge of the bot. And you can see here that I can, on the documents, I go to documents, I can upload the file, and then I can upload, I already did that, by the way. I can just upload the file or maybe put links to URLs. As you can see here, I already uploaded a file. This is the file that I uploaded from my computer. And this is the file of a lot of Q&As related to LiveHub and also public documentation that we have on LiveHub. So this is to enrich the knowledge of the bot. After that, I need to define my bot. So I will just edit and show you what I did. Okay, it's not complex as well. So I give my bot a name, a description, that's fine. There is a welcome message that will be played to the customer whenever he calls. So this is the welcome message. And this is the brain of the bot. This is a prompt, just like a ChatGPT prompt. And this is the brain. This is the main thing of the bot that you can describe the persona, the background, how we should behave, and so forth. You can also choose the model. Okay, so there are multiple models we'll support, and we'll add more models in the future. And you can also add tools. Now, tools are functions that the LLM can call. And there are some native tools that we already support now on LiveHub, like end call, transfer call, and also play URL. And you can see here multiple other options. So I enabled end call and transfer call. Another thing that I did, by the way, to be able to escalate the call, I told that to the LLM that in case someone wants to transfer the call to human agent, he needs to use the transfer tool, and this is the number he will call. So this is how I built my bot. There are multiple options. I will not go over all the options. This is how I built my bot. I updated that. And now the next thing I need to do, I need to define a bot connection. And I will show you how you define a bot connection, even though some of you already did it lots of times. You can, when you create a bot connection, you can choose either to work with any of the third parties that I told you before. You can see them here on the list. You can use our APIs to connect to your platform, and you can use a Live AI agent, Live Hub AI agent. This is what I did. And then after you do that, you choose the agent. So this is the agent that I did. I already have a bot connection for that. So I'll show you what I have on the bot connection. So this is the bot connection that I've created with all the rules, with all the configurations that I showed you before. I choose my bot connection. And then when I go to settings, I can choose my text-to-speech provider, my speech-to-text provider, the language, the voice name. And I also enabled barge in, by the way, because I wanted to be able to barge in. And the first thing that I can do now immediately, this is also a new thing we introduced a few months ago, and we're going to enhance that as well, is to be able to call my bot immediately. This is just to test the call. This is a call from the browser. So I will call my bot now.
Hey there. Thank you for calling. I'm Jonathan, your Live Hub voice support.
Okay. Afterwards, we'll make a more. I will speak more with this bot. I just wanted to show you that you can immediately test your call. Okay, that's it. By the way, your bot is working, and now we want to connect it to telephony. So you have multiple connections, multiple options to connect the telephony. The simplest one is to allocate a phone number. So you can see here that you can add the phone number in multiple countries. If your country, not all countries allow you to purchase phone numbers, some of them, due to regulations, require documentation. So you need to approach us for that. But UK, for instance, that doesn't require this, so you can immediately purchase a UK phone number. You can see here that I have a UK, US, and Israeli phone number, so I have multiple phone numbers already allocated. If you have, by the way, a phone number that was supplied to you by a service provider, let's say Tata or AT&T or whatever, you can create a SIP connection you can create a SIP trunk connection using the SIP connections. You can see here that I have a connection to Twilio. I will not go over that. In case you have any questions on how to add a SIP connection, let us know, and we'll also let you know about that. We'll answer your questions here. So you can see here that I have a connection to Twilio. More things I can do, I can also create connections to my contact centers. So you can see here that I have connections to Genesys. This is a Genesys Cloud, or maybe to Dynamics, Microsoft Dynamics, and I can add more. I have a connection, by the way, this is a web browser calling that you can embed within your website if you want to call your bot. This is another thing that you can do on the SIP connections. So I have multiple SIP connections, and the last thing I need to do is to set a routing. And on the routing, I need to determine what happens in case someone calls the number or calls the SIP connection that I just created. And here is how I do that. Okay, so I can pick up the region. So the region I'm choosing is Europe, and this is a regular call. We'll see examples of transfers in a minute. And then I say that anyone, whenever the call is originated, let's say from this phone number, it will go to the bot I just created. And that's it. I just create a rule. I will not create because I already have this rule. You can see this rule, I think, here somewhere. Yeah, this is the rule. Okay, you can see the rule here. And now what I will do, I will just, by the way, just like I did that, you can also choose a SIP connection here. So if we will go back to the routing and to the options, let's say I will add a new routing rule. You can choose here, instead of the phone number, you can choose my Genesys. So in case the call comes from Genesys Cloud, I can also indicate the calling number and the call number to be more granular on how I handle my calls. Okay, now what I will do now, I will use my mobile, and I will call the bot through the phone number I just allocated. So just a minute, I will do that.
Thank you for calling. I'm Jonathan. Hello. How can I assist you today with Live Hub?
Can I connect my SIP trunk to Live Hub?
Yes, you can connect your SIP trunk to Live Hub. It's designed to easily integrate various voice engagement channels, including SIP trunk, with just a few clicks. If you need more details on how to set it up, feel free to ask.
What about my Genesys contact center?
You can also connect your Genesys contact center to Live Hub. The platform allows you to integrate various contact center solutions seamlessly.
Okay, I understand.
If you need guidance on the...
Thank you. Can you please escalate?
Great.
I want to speak with a live agent if possible.
Transferring you to a live agent for further assistance.
Okay. So you see that I was all, so Tomer, everything was fine now, yeah? You were
Yeah,
able
yeah, everything was fine. We were able to make it done.
Okay. So I'm sorry for this glitch, but anyway, you heard the bot, so you saw that in 10 minutes, of course, this is not ready for production. You need to furnish that, and there are multiple things you need to do, but in general, the high level was done in 10 minutes. Now, I want to show you one more thing. We talked about Agent Assist, so I want to show you an example of Agent Assist bot that we have built. Now, Agent Assist is not natively supported, only the bot connection to Agent Assist is supported. So we developed a bot using a Python script that is doing call summarizations. It connects to Live Hub, receives the text streams of the customer and the agent, and the live agent, and then summarizes the call by the end of the call. Usually, in real life, this will be a scenario, a call between a customer and a live agent. In our use case, in the demo, it's easier for me to speak with a bot. So I will add the same. I will just use the same bot that we already created. I will call this bot, and I will show you how I add call summarization to the call that we're doing with the bot. The first thing I need to do is to go here and add a new assist bot connection. I need to choose AudioCodes bot APIs because we developed the bot with our APIs. I will close that and show you the real thing that I already configured. So this is the one. Okay, so I gave it a name. This is the URL to the bot, and this is the key of the bot. And then I go to settings. I just choose my speech to text. This is the only thing we need. Speech to text provider and the language. And this will be English. And that's it. I have a connection to my agent assist bot that is now waiting for us to start a call, sending the transcript of the call, and then doing call summarizations. To complete that, I need to go to routing, and I will go to the same routing rule I created before. So you can see on this routing rule, whenever I call this phone number, I will be directed to the bot, and this is what we've done before. But we can easily add to this call recording if you want. I will not do it now, but if you want to record the call, you can easily add to that call recording. And we can also add an assist bot. And this is exactly what I'm doing. And then I see a list of all the assist bots I have, and I have only one. So I'm choosing the call summary, and I update. And that's it. Now, to show you how it works, this is the web UI of the bot we've created. And when I make the call, you will see the real-time transcription of the call. And then by the end of the call, you will see call summarization of that. So let me just call the bot again. It's the same bot, the same routing rule with the agent assist now.
Hey there. Thank you for calling. I'm Jonathan, your live hub voice support. How can I help you today?
Can I buy phone numbers in UK?
I'm here to help with questions related to Live Hub. If you're looking to connect voice services or need assistance with routing in Live Hub, feel free to ask.
Okay. Can I purchase phone number? I thought I can purchase phone number on Live Hub directly. Is that possible?
In Live Hub, you can connect and orchestrate various voice services, but purchasing phone numbers directly isn't a feature offered through the platform.
Okay, thank you.
Need to acquire phone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Okay, so something is also a little bit wrong with the prompt, but you see that it worked.
Yeah, we have a very excited AI agent.
Yeah, we need to look at the documents and see why there was a glitch here. But anyway, you can see here that you saw the real-time transcription in real time, okay? And then immediately after the call ended, you can see the call summary. Now it's summary, it's keynotes, and multiple other things that you can see here. It's very accurate, this summary, including the call details, all the call details. You can easily implement that yourself. And we also have plans in the roadmap to add this option natively on Live Hub, that you will not be required to develop your own bot and deploy it somewhere. It will be all natively supported on Live Hub with something that we have on the AI agent that is called post-call analysis. Okay, so we saw that. Let's see another option. And probably this will be the last one. We also spoke about real-time translations. Now, let's see how I turn my bot to someone that speaks Spanish. I will tell you what I want to do. I'm speaking English. I will configure a bot that speaks Spanish. I will speak with my bot, with a bot in. I will call him. I will speak English. He speaks Spanish, and we'll have a real-time translation in between us, between the two languages. So the way to do that is first I defined a new bot connection. That this is a bot connection with the Spanish language, and you can see here Spanish, that we work with the Spanish language, also Spanish voice name. And this is connected to an agent that is similar. This is an agent that is similar to, not this one, okay, here. You can see an agent that is similar to the agent that we defined before, only the welcome prompt is in Spanish. And that's the Spanish bot. So I configured the Spanish bot. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to define a routing rule. And here on this routing rule, you can see that I configured that anyone calls a US phone number will go to the Spanish bot. And instead of connecting an agent assist bot to this call, I'm connecting a voice translation service. And this voice translation service is translating between English to Spanish. This is something that I pre-configured, and I will show you where. On Hub Plus, you have voice translations. And you can see here that I configured multiple things. One of them is English to Spanish. You can see here on the languages that you can choose. First, you can choose the translation service. It can be Azure Translations, Claude, or OpenAI. You can also choose the languages, either of the agent or of the customer, the speech providers, the voice name, and the text-to-speech, the speech-to-text, and the voice name. So this was already pre-configured. And then on the routing rule, I showed you what I did, and that's it, by the way. And now I will do another demo. I will just call the bot and see what happens.
iVoice translation from English to Spanish was activated. How can I help you today?
Which voice channels can I connect to Live Hub?
¿Qué canales de voz puedo conectar a Live Hub?
En LiveU puedes conectar canales de voz como Citrongs, plataforma.
The LiveU can connect voice channels as Citrongs, conversational platforms, and business voice applications.
Necesidad de escribir código.
This allows you to enrich your voice services easily and without the need to write code.
Okay, thank you.
Two bots on the call. One of them is the AI agent that spoke Spanish. This was the woman. The other one is the translation bot.
The voices can be defined and changed and configured as you like. I will add, again, the AI agent. I see people sending me requests to enable it on the account. After the webinar, we'll go through the email list and enable it to everyone. As for real-time translation and Hub Plus, this is a feature that is available to everyone and everybody. You can just go ahead and define a language. And if you have any questions, please send them through the chat and we will answer them. Thank you. Go ahead, Elan. Sorry.
Okay. I want to maybe speak before that, okay? Another thing we added to Live Hub is in case you connect to your own platform, we have multiple APIs to connect to your platform. We connect to your platform using the text APIs, and then it works this way. You send us text, we do text-to-speech, and then stream it to the customer, and then when the customer says something, we do speech-to-text and send text to your bot. This is something that was supported long ago, and lately we added another way to integrate with us. This is in case you develop your own platform, and then if you want to connect to LLMs directly, and you do have a way today to connect voice directly to the LLMs, we are also supporting HTTP streaming, voice streaming directly to your platform. And from there, it can go to a bot, to a LLM if you want. And the way it works is that you send us voice, we send voice to the customer, and vice versa. So you see here, it's voice to voice. You can also, by the way, do combinations of that. We send you voice, you send us text, and vice versa. The way to configure that, just to conclude that, on the bot connections, when you add a new bot connection and you choose our APIs, you can now choose either to work with the HTTP mode or with the WebSocket mode. If you want to work with streaming, you need to choose the WebSocket mode. You just give it a name, the bot, and then you give a URL. Let's say this is a URL to your WebSocket. You do next. And here you need to choose enable voice streaming, and then you don't have the options of the text-to-speech and speech-to-text. So this is another feature that we have added lately. And to conclude, I want to show you some things that are coming on the roadmap. Okay, so first one is this one. Okay, so management and monitoring. So for partners, we had multiple partners that serve multiple customers, and currently they can either, our preference or recommendation is that they will open an account per customer, but then they have an issue with the billing. We currently handle that manually, in few months from today, we'll also have a parent account and sub accounts that you will be able to create sub account per your customer, and all the payments and the statistics will go to the parent account.
This is something that we're very excited about. Elan, if you can just enlarge your screen so people can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
The main.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's another thing that we were asked is REST APIs. We also, for all of the configuration options on LiveHub, we're also adding that as well. We're going to enhance also the monitoring that we just started to show you more statistics about the speed services, the latency, the text-to-speech, speech-to-text, your bot, how fast the bot is responding, and so forth. We talked about WhatsApp calling, and we are also going to add more templates for SIP trunks and contact center that will be easier to configure LiveHub. AI agents are going to be enhanced, of course. We just started with that. So we are going to add much more options for AI agents. This will come during this year. Post-call analysis for call between two humans. Okay, so that's about Agent Assist and natively supported on LiveHub. You will just be able to write your prompt, and after the call ends, the input to the prompt will be the transcript of the call, and then you can send it. You can analyze it using the prompt by any LLM you like, and send the let's say the summary or whatever you analyzed to using a webhook to your services. Another thing that is coming is playing background music during the call, comfort noise while you're waiting for the bot response, TTS streaming if you work with LLMs. Sometimes LLMs send you the first word much faster than they send you all the sentence, and then you can start streaming immediately and not wait. So this is supported by 11 Labs and DeepGram. By the way, we have plans also to resell DeepGram and 11 Labs. Currently, you can connect to DeepGram. Let me show you. If you want to connect to DeepGram or 11 Labs, no, I don't know if anyone knows, but you go to Speed Services, and then you add a new one, and you can see here that you can choose to bring your own key either for Microsoft or Google, for 11 Labs, for DeepGram, and you can also bring your own using our APIs. We also have public APIs for that. So this is how you can add DeepGram and 11 Labs to LiveHub. But in the future, it will be much easier because it will be on the list natively supported by LiveHub. What else?
And this is the time to also mention that if you guys have any thoughts about features that you would like to see in LiveHub but are not there yet, please do send us your thoughts, ideas. We do take them in consideration. 20 to 30% of our features are from users that have requested for feature request. Just FYI.
Okay, so this is, I don't know, Tomer, if there are any questions, but I've done with my part. I can always add more if we have time, but I would like to see if there are any questions.
So thank you, everyone. There's just a couple of questions that we can go through. One of them is, how do I connect my bot to a phone number? If we can show that again.
Okay, so I will show that again. I'm just sharing my screen again. Okay, so the way to do that, after I allocated the phone number, and then I define my bot connection, the way to do that is to define a new routing rule. By the way, on the routing rule, I didn't show you how I configure transfer, so I'll show you that as well. But before that, on the caller region, this means who initiates the call. So the call is initiated by calling a phone number. You can see here I have multiple phone numbers. Let's say someone called this number. So what I'm defining here, that anyone who calls this number will be routed to my bot. So you can see here that I have multiple bot connections. I can choose my bot. So this is a specific bot that I have on LiveHub, and that is the way. That it's that simple. You just need to understand the concept. It takes time to understand the concept, but then it's simple to configure the rule. Alternatively, if you want to connect this, anyone who calls this phone number will go to a contact center, for instance, you can just go scroll down and define here that the call will go to Genesis or whatever. Now, another thing I wanted to tell you or to show you, I didn't show you that before, but you saw that when I did a transfer, it went to a specific number. I also need to configure a rule for transfers. So the type here is transfer. The one who transfers the call is my bot. Okay, so whatever bot I choose, let's say this one. And then I want to call the cellular phone number that I configured on the AI agent, but I need to use the phone number for that. And this is the phone number I will use. The one that I choose here will be the phone number that will be used as a source phone number to make the call to the real destination I want to reach out to. Any more questions?
Perfect. There is a few more. Hang on with us. There is a question about click-to-call. If you can explain click-to-call WebRTC, a little bit more about the context, what it does, and how do we activate it?
Okay. Click-to-call, first I will start with the explanation. Maybe I will show on the diagram of the routing the general idea behind this. Okay, so let's say you have a contact center or maybe a bot, and your customers are using your website. Let's say you're serving an enterprise or you're on the enterprise that have a website or maybe a mobile application. And then what you can do with click-to-call is to add a button on the website that anyone that clicks this button will reach out either to your bot or to your contact center immediately over the internet, not using the SIP trunk or the PSTN. So the call from the browser goes straight either to the contact center or maybe to your bot. There are multiple advantages for that. First, it's easier for customers. They're already in the website. They just click and then make a call. You don't have the costs of the SIP trunks. And you can also add context of the call because you're in a web, you have the web session, and the web session has a context, and you can add context and share it with the contact center. So if someone already browsed and you know what he did and what he wants to know, then you can share that with a bot even before the customer starts speaking, or maybe with the contact center. So this is what is WebRTC. Now let's see how you configure that. You go to SIP connections here. You add a new SIP connection. Give it a name. Let's call it click-to-call. And here you choose the, you see here you have multiple types, either SIP trunks, contact centers, or whatever. This will be a client application. And on the client applications, you have a single choice. And this is only WebRTC click-to-call, and then you create. After you create, you see I've created one, okay? So one of the things you can do, you can immediately make a call, but this call will be simulating a call that is going through LiveHub, going through the regular routing rules, and then calling whatever you configured on the routing. Another thing you can do, you can upload a widget. And this is here is a widget that you can, it's a few lines of code that you embed within your website, and you have a click-to-call option on your website. And we also have SDKs, by the way, for Android and iOS, if you want to implement that on a mobile application.
All right. I don't see any follow-up questions on that, so I hope that's clear. There is one additional question. How do I define an additional user in LiveHub?
Okay. So the way to do that is to go, I didn't show you here the avatar, so you have multiple options here. Maybe I will show you multiple other things, and then we'll also see that. Okay, first you can see your billing, and on the billing you can see a detailed list per month, and you can see anything here related to what we've billed you during the month. It's a very detailed, this is one option on the avatar. Another option is to settings, so anything related to contacts. By the way, when we send alarms, we send the alarms here. If you have multiple accounts, you can switch accounts using this or create a new account here on this by clicking this, either create a new account or see all the accounts that you already have and then switch to a different account. And then let's see about adding a new user. This is done here. And then you go to user groups, and afterwards we'll share with you the details how exactly to add the new user. We have a documentation for that. This is how to add a new user. So you can add a user with multiple options, either someone that has the same, is administrator and can do everything, someone that can only watch, or maybe see the billing details, multiple options of user access rights that you can add here. And for each one of the ones, you can add more users using this.
And if you are not sure, please contact me and we'll initiate a conversation. I will show you in live how to do it, and we can do it together. The last question that we have from the user is, can LiveHub AI agent handle multilingual calls in real time? I believe so, that it was shown. Can you please repeat it?
Okay, so the way to handle, by the way, LLMs and AI agent, it's based on LLMs at the moment, can handle multiple languages. That's no issue for the LLM. The issue here is that we use speech-to-text engines. And currently, speech-to-text engines, not all of them, most of them, needs to know when we use the API, what is the language that we use. That means that when you define a bot connection, just like we saw here, let's say here, when you define a new bot connection, you must determine the language. So you need to define 2 different bot connections per language. We do have a way, by the way, to dynamically detect the language. This is only using Microsoft speech-to-text. And with that, we can dynamically detect the language and change the language dynamically when the call starts. This is something that is doable. If you need to know how to do that, we can share details with you. One more thing that we also plan to do, DivGram released a new model. It's called Nova 3. They claim that they can support multiple languages. We're testing that now, and maybe we'll add that in the future.
Beautiful. All right, this is the end of the questions, and I'll be sending you guys the code right now to anyone who's been with us till the end. You can send me the code back on the LiveHub support messaging, and I will add the credit to your system. If there are any additional questions, if there is anything in specific that you would like to know, send us a list of questions, requests. We will be striving to do this kind of webinar every couple of months with users of LiveHub, new users, and existing users to answer your questions, show you flows. And other than the webinar, we'll also initiate personal sessions one-on-one to help you with the configuration of SIP connections and phone numbers, everything and anything that you will need in order to set up LiveHub. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I'll be sending the code right now. Elan, if you have any last goodbye words, go ahead.
I see here, maybe we have a few more minutes. I see some questions I'm not sure that we answered. How many routing rules can I configure? And is there a way to route a call to phone number calls received in any phone number? Okay, so first you can configure tens of routing rules. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's tens of routing rules. We don't have a way to aggregate multiple phone numbers and put them on a single routing rule. This is currently not supported.
There's one more, Elan. What are the plans to connect multimodal LLM real-time API via WebSocket, eliminating the STT TTS steps?
Yeah, this is also on the roadmap. This is also on the roadmap. Currently, we don't yet support that in the roadmap in a few months from today. I see billing and statistics APIs. I do not see it in the documentation. Okay, so we'll read about that afterwards and let you know. Okay.
Billing and statistics API, by the way, I will be sending a bit more information about that. Does the platform support multilingual TTS and STT models?
STT and we mentioned Nova 3. So this is the only one I know that supports multiple languages. The other ones from Microsoft have dynamic detection, and then you need to change it. So we do support dynamic detection of the language by Microsoft and changing to the spoken language dynamically.
Also, last thing, we've been asked, can we share the webinar deck and the roadmap?
Of course, yeah, we can share that. And I see another question about Voca. So Voca is on the list of contact centers we support. So in case you want to connect to Voca, any of the services that is so now, we can connect to Voca and also to Teams using the SIP APIs. And that's possible. We have also customers doing that.
Okay. I think that's the last of it, and we're 4 minutes before time.
Yeah.
If there are any more questions you want to raise, please feel free to do so now. We will wait another second. We will need another minute. Maybe we should have the AI agent answer the questions and just leave him after the session.
Yeah.
All right, I see we're good, guys. So I'll be sending the recording in the next few days. Feel free to reach out. We are all here and available for any questions and requests during anything that you need. Elan, thank you very much for your presentation. It was very enlightening and insightful. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Tomer. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.